Hi and welcome to another Raft tips video. If you like us have been enjoying Raft, you've most certainly already established a strong relationship with the shark, right? Well, we have, and in this video we share our top tips when it comes to dealing with Bruce the shark. Our first tip relates to a core mechanic of the game. Bruce actually loves your raft more than he loves you. This fact is something you can benefit from. When close to an island, you have two choices. You can anchor up next to it as we always did in our first playthrough, or you can anchor up a short swim away. The reason for anchoring up further away is the shark. Bruce is attracted to your raft and your character if in range. However, if you can make some distance between yourself and Bruce, he will return to circle the raft without attacking it. This will guarantee you a more relaxed time while swimming below surface and exploring the island reefs for resources, as Bruce won't come for you. Similarly, when anchoring right next to an island, it's often possible to cross over to the other side of it, which means the reef is then most likely far enough away for collecting resources without Bruce being around. However, if the main reef is just below or around your raft, you will have to deal with the shark constantly. Avoiding Bruce the shark is not necessarily the best approach. Seeing killing him offers the added benefit of having shark meat to cook and eat. The primary option for most to achieve this is a spear, as it can be crafted early. It likely goes without saying, but when you take on Bruce, it's best to have anchored up your raft. Then the process is very easy. Simply jump in the water and locate Bruce. Once he attacks, and just as the animation of him opening his jaws starts, click to attack. Your target should be around his nose area. If executed timely, you will get in a hit, while Bruce will fail to take a bite out of you. Some will find it easier to get the timing right while moving, that be swimming forward or backward. This is something you will need to experiment with yourself. Once you kill and loot Bruce, he'll be back again after about 3 minutes. Since a wooden spear requires 30 hits for a kill, you will need 2 due to their low durability. While a kill with a metal spear requires only 15 hits, so all upgraded weapons require less hits logically. And those numbers are for easy and normal mode. In hard mode, Bruce takes more hits and can also have friends. This all leads to yet another tip, which is to get in more hits per attack. Just after you hit the shark, turn and follow Bruce. If done right, you can easily get in an extra hit as he swims away. And with luck, even a couple more. With practice, you will get at least 2 every time. Location-wise, open water might make this easier for you due to space and clarity. Oh, a 3rd hit on that attempt. While fighting him close to a reef or an island can be more challenging due to the shallow water. Your personal preference might be just that. That said, while it's easy enough to fight him close to an island, having him respawn on top of you later when you are gathering resources is clearly not ideal. If you anchor up just a shorter distance away and kill him there, then you most likely will be left alone for longer. Now we mentioned the upgraded spear, so what about a bow? Yes, that also works actually. As with the spear, hit the shark in the nose as it approaches and opens its jaws. Then follow for extra damage. 2 hits are easy enough. Using a bow and arrow underwater is our favorite way of dealing with Bruce. Oh, here we got in 3 arrows in a single attack. Sadly, arrows don't go too far. We believe it's most common to swap to melee for the extra hits, but it's also possible to get in at least 1 more arrow if you prefer. Using a bow with stone arrows, Bruce will take 15 hits to kill, while he can only survive 10 hits with the metal arrows. Again, those numbers relate to easy and normal mode, with hard mode being tougher. When it comes to fighting with arrows, we found metal arrows expensive initially. However, it's good to know that as long as you hit and kill Bruce relatively fast with a bow, you will get most of the arrows back afterwards. This makes the upgrade to metal arrows highly recommended, as you just need to top up any arrows you lose. Keep in mind that arrows don't stay in the world forever, they do despawn. That said, you can pick up your arrows from a body one by one, or fully loot the body and generally see all of them returned. Arrows missing the shark will sink and despawn, or sink through the mesh, though if you're quick you can pick up most of them while they sink. Now there is one way to kill Bruce without getting your toes wet, beyond slowly grinding him down when he attacks your raft every 5 minutes, and that's by using shark bait. Shark bait is a craftable item that is made from 2 rope and 2 raw herrings or pomfrets, or one of each fish. To get more of this 2 fish, we recommend using the regular wooden fishing rod. Why, you ask? The chance to get either of the 2 fish is around 50% with the wooden rod, while if you use the metal rod, you only have a chance of about 20% to get either fish. Once crafted, place and use the bait from your shortcut bar. You can easily throw it into the water, that be close to your raft or further out, but close makes sense if you want to kill him with a melee weapon from your raft. Bruce will be attracted by the bait, and he will attack after some seconds as seen. Presuming you have thrown it into the water next to your raft, you can now hit him once with your preferred weapon. Sadly, he disengages after 1 hit, so this approach does take longer, though it's very safe. Bruce will swim away, then circle around for a new attack on the bait shortly. In easy and normal mode, it will take Bruce about 1 minute and 5 seconds to fully consume a bait, and in hard mode, the shark bait will be consumed in 1 minute and 20 seconds. While it lasts longer in hard mode, you might have more than 1 shark to deal with in that mode. Beyond slowly killing him this way, the bait can also be used to keep Bruce occupied and get some time to loot something below the raft or swim away to, for instance, a close by reef, leaving Bruce to circle the raft when he's done with the bait and not bother you until you return later. This next tip is about equipment and how you can easier master those extra hits when fighting Bruce underwater. So as you know, hitting the shark as he opens his jaws will make him break off his attack, and by quickly following him you can get in some additional hits, but that can be challenging. Now this does not come free, but by crafting and using flippers, most players will be able to kill Bruce even faster. Flippers logically give a speed boost while in the water. Here we'll get in 4 hits during this next attempt. And by using that boost, you can more reliably get in those extra hits, as you will be able to follow him slightly faster. Now flippers are not free, they are a bit expensive in some ways, at least to use all the time. Though they are convenient, that's for sure. They will last for 10 minutes of swimming. They don't lose durability while walking on land or your raft, so don't worry about unequipping them unless you want to save them while swimming. This last tip is one we ended up using frequently once we learned about it, as it gets you more breathing space for scavenging those local reefs for resources. Once you have taken care of Bruce with your preferred method and weapon, you have the option to not loot Bruce. By that we mean looting the shark meat for food, but then stopping after the 4th meat before you loot the shark head. In short, when Bruce has been fully looted and despawns, a 3-minute timer starts for his reincarnation and return. If you do not loot the shark at all, or only loot the meat, then the shark body will remain in the world for 5 minutes, before the 3-minute timer starts. In other words, using this trick, you'll get about 8 minutes of blissful peace before Bruce returns. Even if you just want a general break, this is nice to know. On the topic of not looting Bruce's head. Bruce's head is a variable head, as you know. It can also be mounted on a wall later, though you hardly need that many of them. That said, they can be used in relation to biofuel later in the game, so do consider saving the ones you do loot in your storage for later. And that's it for this video. We hope you learned something new that will help you out through your adventures. Check our channel for many more guides and tips for Raft. And of course, feel free to share your best tips and tricks in the comments to help your fellow rafters.